and all that nonsense.
We get out that chart again.
Which chart?
The one where dragons can breed with literally everything.
So does that mean because we went after the cultists, we can't hang out with Sassy Dragon?
No, actually, I said those have been put aside in case you want to do that next time.
We could that can be. Maybe that's the thing we do after we beat up these cultists.
Whatever happened to Ice Dragon?
He
away.
is currently on a glacier.
And does not care about you one bit, no matter what. No matter what you say. He's forgotten you.
Joey, like...
It's
sad.
Oh, that's the saddest part.
Joey gets out a locket. Looks long.
He's just not that into you.
No.
Right.
Joey, why do you love that dragon so much?
2, 1. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. This week sponsored by Painkiller Tea.
This week sponsored by the Ouya. Come watch this train wreck in motion.
This week sponsored by Joey's haunted memories of Ice Dragon's past.
This week brought to you by He's Just Not That Into You.
Who wants some
This week sponsored by the sheer quantity of sponsors.
They formed a hedge fund.
I sort of tilted my head the wrong way and hurt my nose. I think I need like
How do you do it?
What?
How does that happen?
What did you do?
I was just like in my chair and I was sort of like leaning to the side and I sort of like slipped a little bit and bumped my nose against the chair and now it's bleeding.
Rest in peace.
So
This week sponsored by the paper mache company that constructed Poor Weather.
Hey, it's not my fault I don't have a very good constitution.
This week brought to you.
Yes. So when we last left off, the party had just been rewarded by a king and then shoved out the door while they decided to get their affairs in order.
yeah,
Luckily,
first
everyone was
order of
given-
business.
everyone was given a quick trail to follow. The cultist of Baphomet who bashed in their wagon and trapped the elephant.
And
Don't
somebody
worry, Dobson will have his revenge. He always does.
for his beloved camel friend, Camilla.
If you'd
Well,
like,
it was
I can go
Camilla. Was
scout
the name
ahead.
we came up with.
An elephant never forgets his enemies.
That's not how that goes. I mean, I guess it's included, but that's not how it goes.
So, wait a minute. I forgot we got to name our camels.
If you want, just remember the top right one is the one with chicken legs.
Oh,
Camilla, Megilla, Priscilla, and Frank.
No, I've already named them.
I
Can
like
someone
Frank.
recenter the camera? I don't know where we are.
Okay, here.
Oh, there we are. I was looking down below at that thing.
That works too. Alright. So. Oh, I should put their aura on too later. Oh well.
Oh, Camilla, you poor creature. You will be avenged.
Yep.
So everyone might want to heal up. I'm assuming you've gotten a good night's sleep.
Time for a full heal up.
I was never injured in the first place.
Wait for that to change.
La di da.
So, you know, I should switch around.
We didn't have any combat.
My attributes.
Yeah, you actually had no combat last time, but you guys got hit by a couple traps.
Yeah.
But Miriam
It's
got
good
a new dog.
if we don't have any combat, we can just charge the king
dog
under
has
the
the
basic
wrong
adventure
glasses.
package.
Sorry.
We don't have to bundle it under the premium.
Alright.
All right, let's set sail to cultists.
Why is your max HP 104 when it... Or your
Because-
HP 104 when it says max is 101?
Oh, because I'm not upgrading it right now. Like I'm updating it.
Alright. You know there's a way to do
So-
all of those at once, right?
so-
Yeah.
Alright.
No,
Okay.
I'm just bad at everything.
Okay, so we can't get the trail of the cultists.
Yeah, you are following it to the south.
To the south we go.
To
the south.
Hey.
South.
Keep your eyes peeled for any signs of cultists.
Okay, anyone who's not human, watch out, because apparently every non-human race has, like, dark vision or low-light vision.
I do.
What?
What's the deal with the hat?
Listen, human eyes suck.
I can't see
Want me to
anything
say?
here. This is so
I have
terrible.
a lamp.
That's true, you do
I have a lamp.
Yeah, we still have that lamp.
So,
been
congratulations.
This changes everything.
Following the trail is not particularly hard, and in fact, you're pretty sure you're being lured into a trap, given that they've made it so very easy to find.
Also, I do not have low light vision.
How do we feel about this trap?
Way to suck,
Do we
no
accept
eyes.
their trap?
Yeah, let's just wander into their trap. I mean, that's the easiest way to find them.
Works for me.
Guys,
What?
Yes.
Spring a trap, can't get sprung again.
Also,
Oh, that's true.
they're stupid cultists. What kind of trap are they going to spring?
but
We
that
should-
A
one-
horrible demonic trap that summons the otherworldly monsters that devour our very souls.
or sends us to another world.
Nah, they'll probably just like pop out of the ground and try and hit us with sticks or something.
You've never actually seen a cultist.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
they
have.
broke. They wrecked up our boat and hit our camel.
Yep.
And
it
by
was
boat,
rough.
you mean wagon. And also,
Our-
you didn't
our
actually
They
see
got us
that.
pretty good.
Our sand boat. Also, Joey doesn't have low light vision. Actually, I just looked.
Oh,
Way to go, Blindy.
It's okay,
I
I have a lamp.
I can't
Okay,
find the
oh
lamp pod.
God.
Whenever you'd like to arrive, the trail leads to a cave in the side of a mountain.
Uh-huh.
It would be that one to the south that I drew out way too far away from you because there was other stuff on the map at the time.
Oh, we have to walk all this way.
Yep.
Well, I guess let's start charging.
Joey, what is your deal
Son
today?
of a bitch, who is calling right now? It's dinner time.
oh, stop moving.
It's dinner time in America.
Who eats dinner at 9 p.m.?
Me?
Serg, apparently. Also,
Excuse me, poor weather. I don't think you're.
It's 4 p.m. in his time zone.
That's
Just
I'm
yeah,
actually
yeah.
having a.
Who
I'm
eats
actually
dinner at
having-
4 p.m.?
I'm actually having a
Oh,
bit of a
shit.
Who
food
eats
crisis
dinner?
because, like, the store that I usually go to buy food is apparently closed, like, the entire Easter period. So, like, I'm having to order, like, delivered food every day.
Alright, I'm back.
Why do you only order enough food one day at a time?
What kind of store like shuts down for a week?
They
before-
just, like, I went there, like, on Thursday, like, yesterday.
Look, when your
Today.
meat is
That
human,
wasn't yesterday.
you get food whenever they have a shipment. By which I mean
I went-
murder.
I went there today, and they were just like, well, we're closed until, like, mid next week. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm having a lot of Chinese for Easter this year.
Man, I wish
Poor
I could
weather.
have Chinese.
That's my story.
Poor weather.
What?
Here's the thing you should probably do. Is
What?
like pick up a 12-pack of craft dinner or something so that you have food when you don't have food.
Happy Passover, everyone.
Happy Passover to all our Jewish viewers.
I passed over this joke.
We're very sorry
So-
about it. Around. We're very, very sorry.
I'm gonna go to the mouth of the Cave of Wonders.
Okay. You're going to hear
Joey,
noises from
no.
inside.
Joey.
Noises.
There are clearly people in here.
okay. I'm gonna roll.
Well,
I'm gonna roll a religion check to identify what is this a ritual chant, or are they just like cheerleading themselves?
I'm gonna intimidate all the people.
No, Joey, you can't do that.
It's just conversation and things.
Okay.
People are talking within here. This seems to be a domicile.
I'm going to look at this
Thomas.
cave.
We're
Oh,
we're
God.
house breaking. Not house breaking.
I can roll a 20 to
Breaking
look at the
entry.
cave.
Yes, that's the
It's-
one.
It's a pretty cavey cave, but obviously past a certain point it has been carved out by someone else and is no longer natural.
Right, they've built an elaborate series of living quarters within this cave.
Tricks
What
and
a-
traps.
what if I roll insight to see if it's the same kind of architecture that was in the Temple of Baphomet?
That's a
in-
good idea.
That is a wonderful plan.
Maybe I could roll something since I have so much experience with Baphomet.
Go right ahead.
You should check for traps.
I'm gonna roll a religion to see if I can use my previous connection to Baphomet to sense his horrifying power in the cave. Let's roll it.
Mhm.
Yeah, go for it.
19, not very good.
You know there is definitely something within, and by doing so, by searching for Baphomet, you have let him into your heart again. He knows
No!
you're coming.
Damn it,
What?
Mineral.
Mineral what?
That's
What heart?
Also, yeah.
Hey, there you go.
There, we've...
Got
Minerals
on the
immune.
old technicality.
I didn't convert. I just
I didn't
tried
say
to
you
figure out if
converted.
he was
I
in
just
jail.
said by searching for him, he finds one of his ex-worshippers when you do so.
Well,
He knows where you
Who
are.
says we
They
go
know
in
you are
guns
coming.
blazing and apologize later?
that
I
was
scream
probably my-
into the cave. Hey, idiots, we're coming.
Okay. You hear
Ollie,
a roar
ollie,
of
oxen
challenge
free.
come back.
I'm the oxen.
We're just yelling over the doorway through a closed door.
The further you go in, the tighter the cave gets roof-wise. At this point, Joey is
Yeah, it
kind of
does.
crouching down.
Okay.
Natural
going to
20
be-
searching for traps.
Yeah.
There are no traps out here.
Joey in front, Cod in back. I think this
Why?
looks
What?
good.
Why? That's the opposite of good.
Because
This
you like
is
to get
not
punched,
ideal.
and Cod is a brick wall.
It should really be Joey, then Cod, then everybody else.
It should really
Who
be
doesn't
Cod
like
than Joey.
It's not a straight line,
Okay,
guys.
fine. Fucking.
As you head
You're the
in, 2
defender.
guards are awaiting you.
I just pull out my sword. Fuck it. No.
out of
We
the
come
way.
to seek
idiots.
recompense for our
Camel.
wagon.
And our camel.
Steal yourselves. 28 in. Oh, I meant to say
Insight.
intimidate. 34 intimidate. Those things
no.
that start with you know.
Wonderful. They look over your party, or at least the ones they can see right now. Is the golden one the godling?
I snap my fingers and point at him.
Wonderful. Come in, come in. They clear the way for you.
God, this is
I
really
don't-
fucking
I don't
stupid.
really like this idea of just coming in and peacefully into this Baphomet lair.
Don't worry, we'll kill everybody eventually.
It is very clearly a trap.
They could be
I-
planning to do something to me. I don't like that.
I tune my lute very devilishly.
Well, Mineral, do you think you could? Do you think you know of any Baphomet-style back entrances to temples?
Well, I guess it's pretty smart for everybody to just kind of ready an attack.
I don't know if there's a
Okay.
cultural Baphomet back entrance thing.
They're not
Joey.
like gophers. They don't always have emergency exits.
No, I don't think they're like gophers.
Is Gibnaf readying his 666 string?
I can see how you might believe that, but
Damn.
no.
Bam. God.
How high is the cave? Like how many squares?
It is 1 square high. I said it gets tight. You are not gonna fly in here.
Oh.
So it is 5 squares tall. Or 5 feet tall, you mean.
2 squares tall, smart.
Well, I can
So
still
you can-
technically.
You can
I could
fly
fly
a
one
little, but it's not going to be much room, and people can still hit you.
You're just
Let's find this
hovering.
freaking trap.
The advantage of flight is not avoiding attacks. It's
Anyway,
like
let's move forward also.
Yeah. Let's
I
get in.
can always avoid attacks.
You are hovering like 2 feet off the ground. Deal.
I'm fine with that. I'm not
The ceiling
protesting.
is fine. I'll just pinball around.
They let you in, and nobody has any weapons drawn.
We
You
do.
hear well, you can. You hear sounds coming
Yeah.
from the rooms these two are blocking off with their presence.
What sort of sounds? Can we identify the sounds?
One seems to be, and the smells confirm it, eating. There might be a room for food. The other is just a couple of people shooting the shit.
Is that
Close
guy
your
supposed to be
mouths.
a? Is that guy supposed to be a Githyanki, sir?
It's just a dude in armor.
Oh, I thought with the name Bladekin that might have been. Yeah.
Nah, it was just what I threw down on the pogs.
Hmm.
I want to talk to one of these guys.
Go ahead, pick one.
How about
Okay, our plan falls apart immediately.
Bladekin?
Okay.
Hey, Bladekin, which one of you idiots jacked up our ride?
That would be the master. You see a couple guys in the back.
His twin brothers.
Which one's the master? We want to smack him around.
He's deeper in the cave. If you want to take something up with him, you're going to have to get to him first.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
That's
we
the
were
plan.
planning. Yeah, we were gonna do that anyway.
Any particular reason you're trying to come into the dining hall?
Well, whatever. I'm just gonna cut my.
Pray.
How about I just cut my hands over my mouth and yell, "You're all under arrest! File outside in an orderly fashion."
And if
A
you could
couple of
handcuff
them-
yourself, that
A
would be
couple of them
great.
try pushing past you to get outside. How does that sound?
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna keep a sharp eye on them from my alternate
Miriam?
mineral
Yeah.
jobs.
Gibnaf,
Miriam, can you-
Monroe.
Chain them up.
Okay.
I imagine they won't be able to get away from Miriam as easily.
Few things can.
Okay, everybody needs to be like constantly looking in every direction for traps
Who
or
wants
ambushes.
to move where?
I'm gonna go to the master.
Okay, that's deeper in the
I-
cave, as I said.
I am up. You're like,
Alright,
okay,
who's gonna go?
you're all under arrest because. Well, he's
Fuck
the police
pencils.
officer. So if
Vandalism.
you could just stay here for a while, that would be great.
Oh, I should also probably draw
We'll be back later.
doors on a couple of these.
Have a good day.
So
God, why are they under arrest?
Well, for one, they're all under suspicion of vandalizing our wagon and killing our camel, and also they're all total
Technically,
Excuse me, they didn't kill our camel,
Is
but
it
they
against the
mortally,
rule?
they horrifically dismembered our camel.
I don't think it's against the law to worship Baphomet as long as you don't do anything wrong.
They did do wrong.
What did I just say?
Maybe those specific ones didn't do wrong. We don't know.
They're under suspicion, and we don't
don't-
know, and we don't want them to go anywhere.
We don't
Also,
know. Who,
how do you... Also, actually, I'm not going to get into an argument about Cotton Shiner's ambiguous authority to arrest people in the first place. That would
is.
better
I'm
not to
going-
question.
I'm going into the cave.
I'm going with Joey.
I mean,
I
if you're
guess I'll
dissatisfied, you can always ask
What's
him
this
to
room?
produce his
What's that room? That is
That's the
actually
shield
a
regulation.
room full of bunks where... Hold on, let me start making them...
Every
visible.
time I try and ask Cod a question, he tries to subdue me. I've given up.
You
To be
see
fair,
a
it's also
mass
usually,
of
like,
sleeping
right
people
after-
in, 2 high beds.
There's not a lot of variety in these people.
They're
It
cultists.
seems,
Do you...
Cultists are very
except for that guy.
The only reason they have any specific pogs instead of just a bunch of dudes in robes is so I can tell them apart.
hmm
You can head into the bedroom if you want.
Why?
Nah.
This looks like we could end up in
Shoot this
bit of
guy a look,
huge
but keep
fight.
following Joey, I guess.
So yeah, what
If
is
we're
this
not careful, we
space
could
again?
end up... Yeah,
behind this guy?
Behind that guy, you can't see much, but you hear a few people talking. It's very low population.
Cotton Gibnaf, you guys watch our backs.
I'm gonna sneeze and go invisible, and I want to sneak by this guy while I'm invisible.
Make a stealth roll.
I'll make
20,
a...
22.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I want to try and help, but I don't know if that's going to play.
Yeah, he's
can
gonna
be
spot
distracted.
you and just kind of trips you over. What you see inside, however, is it is a prison. There's a few cells. At least one guard is beyond.
Man, we'll never defeat Cell.
Who do cultists imprison?
Non-cultists,
People they need to. People who break in looking for supplies.
future sacrifices,
Meddlers.
Meddlers is
Those meddling kids.
Jehovah's is witnesses. That's the
Banana
wrong
Rabbits,
cult.
what are you doing here?
It's the wrong
Wait,
cult,
when
guys.
did he-
You're
when
in
did he
jail.
Convert.
This guy is behind bars.
Well,
Good.
he takes it a little more literally than
Oh,
what you're
okay.
thinking.
Alright, let's keep going.
I am very suspicious by the fact that they are not actively trying to murder us as soon as we step foot into their place.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
like,
Okay.
I got critical hit.
Joey, no.
I didn't say you get critical hit.
I got critically hit.
I didn't say that was to do with you. That is just a roll being made by someone.
Somebody
That's
got critically something.
The
we're
number
gonna
of
die here. I want to
We're
leave.
not gonna
You're all going to die down here.
That's a pretty
I'll
good
keep
way to-
going.
By the way, sir, from Mr. L outside, I'm keeping a stern eye on the people at the cave's mouth, okay?
Okay, then you see them untie the ropes. You're not sure
Oh.
how, but the ropes untie.
Miriam, the people who you left outside the cave untied the ropes and they're going back in the cave, it looks like. I think we're trapped
should-
here.
I should tell Cod.
That roll was for the laser trap that turns into a grid and slices Joey into little
Cod, I
Yes.
think
God, I
I
wish.
think the people you
Into
arrested
bouillon
want
cubes?
to not be arrested, but like in a more active
You see
way.
them
such-
just kind of lounging around the cave mouth, but they're not doing anything.
Yeah, we're trapped here.
Is this just a cult of teens?
Whatever.
Just chilling out, like hanging, just sitting on stuff.
Miriam, this is completely ridiculous, but let's just play along
Whatever.
briefly.
Also, Gibniff should probably be shoved.
They're gonna
Other side.
do something eventually. Let's just go.
Like
There's
it's only a
something
matter
weird
of
about
time.
this. There's something weird about this cultist. I want to like roll
Joey
insight. Like,
Go
politely
ahead.
knocks on the door.
Go ahead.
I want
Ask
to
the
roll
guard
inside
for a
as to
handkerchief.
if I can
Oh.
determine any like common themes between the cultists or like anything odd about them or something of that
They
sort.
all wear
The
robes.
roll. But yeah, they're all robed figures so far.
I know that, but like,
Weren't you a cultist of Baphomet?
yeah, but you know, I wasn't really in the main crowd, so to speak. 32.
It was more a
insight.
social thing. She just went on Christmas and Easter.
For being robed and trying to look like they're all, just lounging around, you're pretty certain that this is not the way that followers of Baphomet usually gather. It's too many people.
Yeah, this isn't right, you guys. Like
If you want to open that door, Wolfshirt, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna
You already
roll
know
Ar-
it's a trap.
I'm gonna roll Arcana to see if I sense Baphomet's power in any of these people. 41.
You sense a massive surge of it on the other side of the wall you're currently on.
But do I sense any of it in any of the cultists?
None in the cultists. They seem to just be regular cultists, non-champions of Baphomet.
They seem oddly docile and oddly not Baphomet-y.
They have not been indoctrinated yet.
Meanwhile,
No, there's
Joey
more to
and
it.
Algernon
It's like-
see a man in familiar armor. This is easily the person who beat the hell out of your wagon.
Hey, asshole! You're the guy who beat our. You're the guy who kneecapped our
Watch
camel.
out, Joey! Watch out, Joey!
Stay
That guy's,
still, Mr. Hooves.
watch out, Joey! That guy's powerful. I can sense him.
I'm powerful too.
You see a shape in the corner and something else that you can't quite make out on the other wall.
Hmm.
Joey, what's in there? You're blocking the doorway.
This is the guy who beat up our camel.
Now,
Okay.
you're not the one I particularly wanted here, but I'm totally willing to accept what we've
Back
got.
off.
Oh.
Oh, you're backing up?
I'm going to squeeze in.
Okay.
Here.
Squeezing in the room, you recognize Monte Carlo beat to hell in the corner with his tail lopped off.
I guess it's
Ew.
important to establish.
And he
for
changed
fairness,
his name.
that Gibnev, Cod, and Miriam are all chatting about how fucking weird this is back here.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah,
this is
this
fucking weird.
is really weird.
We already knew it was a
I
trap.
feel like catching up because I'm getting
Like, these
brainwaves
people-
from Minerel that things are happening.
These people aren't even like close to regular cultists, and also they're cutting off your route.
Also, they cut off Monte Carlo's tail.
His
Yes.
name is Monte Cristo.
Monte Cristo. I'm sorry, I screwed that up. Monte
His
Cristo.
name is Montissimo.
His name is.
When Gibniff comes around the corner, he sees a mage staring at him, just gesturing him back.
Hey, what's up? I gesture him right back.
I'm gonna follow Gibnev, okay?
I try to give him some dap.
Hmm.
Is Miriam gonna follow too?
Yeah, I
I'm gonna-
guess.
Yeah.
So, what do the two of you in the big chamber respond with?
I respond with, "Get ready to pay for beating up our camel."
Really? That's it?
So,
Well, what else do you want me to say? That's all you did. You're
I'm
pretty
willing to
low
offer you
tier.
a choice. I can teleport you out of this cavern right now, completely unharmed, if you promise not to walk back in.
I think we should take him up on it, Joey. I don't like this at all. I think we should go for it.
Where are you?
Am I
I'm
like
out the
restrained?
corner.
Am I like
up with
restrained?
this
in any
mage?
way?
You're not restrained, he's just threatening, and you don't know with
I-
what.
What's he doing with Monty?
Monty is lying there, quite beaten, and... I should probably
Is he
say
like
that.
unconscious?
Yes.
It's like, What?
I,
What's
I really
this
don't
guy
like
done to
this
you?
place.
He's, completely out. You can't rouse him, and he's still bleeding from a couple of
I think he's asking the other guy.
No, I'm talking to this guy. Like, what? Where'd you find this
Riffraff.
bozo? This bozo.
Ah, lovely that you ask. You see, and he snaps his fingers, turning on a light within the wall. He was in the care of some mermen. It took a
What?
while to get him.
We've seen mermen before, haven't we?
Yeah, we gave
Yeah.
him to the merman. That
We-
was us.
yeah.
We did that.
Oh yeah, wait, who is he again? I've totally forgotten.
This was,
He was the guy-
Algernon's rival.
I
Oh.
understand you not remembering because you spent that whole campaign being really upset about dancing.
I'm getting really angry about dancing over here.
I just don't get it. It's really dumb.
Why are you?
This is
people
out
are
of character, by the way.
moving their bodies around.
Oh,
I don't
this is-
understand.
The Baphomet quickly draws a crossbow and fires it into the tank. It begins leaking out.
What?
Well, I go in charge. Him.
Okay.
Right
Oh,
now.
this is a bad idea, Joey. You shouldn't do
Okay,
anything
so hold on a
rash.
second. Hold on
No,
a
I
second.
don't.
Hold on
I
a second.
charge
Hold
her.
on a second. I want to understand the situation.
Too late.
Here is what is happening. You have gone over to check Monty, still slightly bleeding. You realize that he was last in the care of the mermen, and when you say so, the Baphomet paladin draws a crossbow and fires it into the tank containing that merman on the left side of the room, which
Okay,
is now
is-
beginning to drain.
So he
Yeah.
had captured that merman.
Yes.
Too?
This
What
is
is it that's been holding him in this?
Serg's explanation of this event is happening while Joey, in slow motion, is charging this guy. You do realize.
So he like kidnapped these
Yeah.
mermen or something?
Well, the one merman and the Sahagwin who just got awakened by a crossbow bolt.
Okay, so why?
Psst. It's to distract you.
Done. I'm there. Too late.
Again, make a roll, stupid.
What?
Goring charge, you said.
I was waiting for all of you guys to stop. It's just a regular charge.
I
Yeah.
do not want to be here.
36
I really
versus
want
AC.
to.
Alright. Let me actually throw down his stats because you
Should
did
we-
AC.
Now that an attack has been rolled, we all have to roll initiative just to keep things orderly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Damn.
we are
Damn.
Whoa.
big, dumb, crazy.
Damn.
Well, one of you is going quickly.
I'm splitting the numbers, I guess. Just
32.
just one of each.